So you guys read the title and the thumbnail. The school system is failing us. And what I mean by us, I mean kids, students, teenagers, people that are going to school and college and that are part of the school system. Now, this might be a very controversial video for a lot of people, especially if you're older, like 30, 40, 50, and you're a parent and you send your kid to public school. But for everybody else, we know school's BS. We know the school system is shit, because it is. Anyways, man, I'm back with another video, you feel me? In this video, we're gonna be reacting to TikTok videos on the school system. My first video will be right here and at the end of the video, but the first video I reacted to was food. It was a majority of food, you feel me? Now it's gonna be all about the school system. So if you go to school right now, or you wanna know the truth about the school system, watch this entire video, you feel me? Anyway, 73% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. What are you doing? Smash that sub button, leave a like for more of these videos, you feel me? And let's get right into it. Alright, so here's the first video.
Did you know that the American education system was modeled after the German education system?
The craziest thing is, you learn something new every day on TikTok. This is what I'm telling you guys, to go on TikTok, start watching some videos. Not too much, but start consuming some videos that will actually get you more knowledgeable. Because TikTok, there's a lot of good knowledge on here,
which was literally designed to destroy the concept of free will in its citizens' minds. That's not even my opinion. That is literally what the person who spearheaded the German education system said. Towards the end of the 1700s, present-day Germany had invented the Prussian method of education, which was introduced by a man named Johann Fichte, who said, and I quote, "Education should aim at destroying free will, so that after pupils are thus schooled, they will be incapable throughout the rest of their lives of thinking or acting otherwise than as the schoolmasters would have wished."
Whoa, 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 whoa. Destroy free will? They will be incapable throughout the rest of their lives of thinking or acting otherwise. Schoolmasters. Like slave masters, schoolmasters? What kind of
throughout the rest of their lives of thinking or acting otherwise than as the schoolmasters would have wished. Germans became interested in destroying free will after they were defeated in battle in 1806. The Prussian emperor was concerned about the terrible defeat done by Napoleon in 1806. His concern was not that Prussian forces had been defeated, but that Prussian soldiers had acted as individuals and not as a unit. The new education system would create the unit that he had in mind. Now see, the primary goals of this system were not intellectual training, but rather conditioning the students for obedience, subordination, and collective life.
This is why when I made my video on how school is just like jail and prison, this is why. They are conditioning us to be obedient, to listen and follow their rules. Remember in school, we had to walk in a straight line. Oh my God, guys, walk in a straight line. You gotta raise your hand and go to the bathroom. You gotta do all these things because it's about obedience, control, you feel me? We have no free will. This is why she said in the German school system in like 1800s, 1900s, he started this whole thing to make students not have free will. It's the same thing with the United States. We have no free will. I remember in my school, we had to be a senior to leave campus to go get lunch, which is crazy. Couldn't wear hoods in school, couldn't wear do-rags in school, little stuff like that, always being dress coded, no free will. And I'm explaining a lot of other stuff in the video, so stick around.
Intellectual training, but rather conditioning the students for obedience, subordination, and collective life. They lost this battle against Napoleon. They created this education system. And years later, they got their revenge against Napoleon and beat them in battle. Soon after that, countries from all over the world became interested in the Prussian method of education. American politics.
See, this is why, bro, the United States love to copy other people. They seen how much success the German education was, so they copied it. Just like they copied a lot of other stuff in today's time. I'm not even gonna name it because it's been thousands of years, but dude, they love the copy and paste thing. Just like in school we were taught, oh, don't copy and paste things, don't copy each other's work, but these people are doing it. Like, what? That is crazy.
Horace Mann, best known as the father of American education, literally traveled to Europe to study the Prussian model of public education. He was seeking a way to change unruly children into disciplined citizens. That system that he brought back from Germany still exists today. What do you think? Does it seem like our education system is designed to turn us into obedient citizens? I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, we sat in rows and columns and had assigned seats. Some of us wore uniforms.
Exactly. We had to wear uniforms, had assigned seats. We couldn't sit by our friends. If we did, the teachers would move us like weeks later because we were talking too much during class. Like little stuff like that. It's obedience, control.
Say the Pledge of Allegiance. We're all tested.
Saying the Pledge of Allegiance. Bro, I hated doing that, bro. I remember end of middle school and high school, people stopped doing Pledge of Allegiance. Like they would just sit down like this. And some days I would sit down too. I'm like, bro, F this, bro. Like, we do this every single day. The reason why they tell us, oh, you gotta stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance is to serve the country. Oh, we're such a great country. America's such a great country. Come on, bro.
Same subjects, despite having different interests. From a very young age, we are introduced to and forced to become okay with this concept of authority, which is the power to enforce obedience. Now, clearly, there are pros to
That's what they love. They love power, control.
A public
all
education
this stuff
system.
is.
But I do think that we should ask ourselves, is this education or is it indoctrination? Cool, we're being taught. But what are we being taught and why? What is this teaching optimizing us to be? To everyone who got bad grades or often found themselves in detention, maybe it wasn't that you were unable to learn. Maybe you were just unable to be controlled. The only thing that I regret is not learning about this while I was still in school, because I would have loved to walk up to one of my teachers, look them in the eye, and ask them, did you know that the—
Damn, it cut off. But nah, she's right though. The school system was blatantly designed for us to be controlled. It was never about, oh, you need higher education. It was never about the good of the children. It was always about control. So the United States literally copied and pasted what the Germans did in 1900s. And this is where the school system came. But next video.
About money because they just want to pump out good employees that do what they're told. I mean, if you look at school, it's opposite of what it takes to be successful in real life. Don't make a mistake. Do as you're told. Take tests by yourself. Don't cooperate. Do it by yourself. Do it on your own. And the last thing was, oh, there's only one right answer. No, there's tons of answers to a problem.
Exactly. If you don't go by the book in school, if you don't write down the exact word for word answer in the book, you're gonna get it wrong. It doesn't matter if you miss one word. Like, that's how school is. It's all memorization. School is not about your letter grade. I keep trying to tell y'all, school's not about your letter grade. It doesn't matter if you get A's, B's, C's, D's, F's in school. You can still be the most successful person even if you got F's in school. The people that got below C's in school are probably the most successful people because they knew there were other right answers. They knew there wasn't just one answer. You feel me? The school system is broken. They don't teach you jack about finances. They don't teach you jack about your mental health. They don't teach you anything. This is a good video. You feel me?
So you come out of school scared to death of making a mistake. You do everything on your own. You don't cooperate. There's no—
Exactly. Like she said, school is the opposite. She just said school makes you not want to make mistakes because if you make a mistake in school, oh, you get an F, you get a C, you get a D for a letter grade. That's not how the real world works. You feel me? All the opposite. School is so f***ed with, bro. Like, school is so f***ed with. It's bad. And comment right now, what do you guys think about the school system? Comment right now and share this video to your friends that are in school. You feel me? They need to see this video.
Synergy. There's no brainstorming, and there's only one right answer. Everybody wants to get the right answer. There's no one right answer. So I think people come out of school paralyzed. I think the school system is criminal in that it kills a child's spirit of learning. You know, a child goes into school all excited about, yeah, I'm going to learn and it's going to be great. And then the teacher says, sit down and shut up. Don't talk. We don't care what you're interested in.
Exactly. Just like jail, prison, or it's not prison, but it's quote unquote jail. They don't care about you. They tell you, oh, you gotta do this, gotta do this. It's all structured. You're not open and free. You can't be creative in school. They give you a piece of paper, oh, you gotta read this, do this, read the paragraph, highlight this, write down the right answer. Like, it's all structure. It's all about structure. That's what school is. It's all about structure. You can't be free and be creative in school. This is why when I'm an adult and have my own kid, my kids will never go to private school, public school, none of that. They're gonna be homeschooled. I'm gonna teach them the right way to learn, the fun way to learn. You feel me? Not this structured stuff. You're crushing kids' spirits doing this. Like she said.
About money because they just want to pump out good employees that do what they're told.
A lot of people don't know this about the school system. In 1903, John D. Rockefeller founded the General Education Board. And within 5 years, adjusted for inflation, he would donate around $1.27 billion.
Like, how do people not realize that? If you're putting $1 billion, investing $1 billion into something, he obviously trusts that it will actually make him a lot of money, you feel me? That's just a big red flag right there. I don't know how people miss that.
In Rockefeller's own words, I don't want a nation of thinkers, I want a nation of workers. The school system was made to turn you into a worker.
Basically a slave to the 9-to-5 life. That's what the school system is. They want to make you into a worker, a 9-to-5 worker for the rest of your life, just like your parents, your grandparents. Then before that, it's a complete cycle. But now with this new generation, kids are starting to learn, okay, I don't need to go to college to be successful. I don't need to work a 9-to-5 for the rest of my life, be miserable, and retire when I'm 60, and that's when I'm gonna be happy. No, that's not it. This is a whole new generation. Gen Z is changing the game. This is why I think in the next couple of years, not next couple of years, but I think in the next couple of decades, they're gonna change the school system. They have to. Because a lot of this technology, especially with the stuff that Elon Musk is implementing with this brain chip stuff, the school system is gonna change. It's not gonna be the same way as it was in 1900. It's gonna change drastically, and you guys will see. But the school system was made and designed for us to be slaves. Slaves to the system. So you work for somebody else. That's what school is for. So you don't become an entrepreneur. You don't live the life you want to live. Because like the girl said in the last video, you're scared to take risks. Because school, if you take a risk and you fail, you get a bad grade. So you think, okay, that's bad. I can't take any risk. No, take risks. School is opposite. They're teaching us the opposite of what we're supposed to be learning. The system does not want you to take risks. Because if you take risk and actually succeed, high risk equals high reward. You feel me? And you will live your best life. Your dream life. The life you want. Be a designer, clothing brand designer, an artist, rapper, YouTuber. You can be anything you want. Don't let school force you into thinking, oh, I gotta go to college. I gotta do this. You don't have to. Don't listen to your teachers or your school counselor because they're brainwashed just like everybody else in society.
What are you gonna learn in school?
They don't teach you about how to open up a bank account, cash a check, go get insurance, how to drive, create a resume. The school system was created to create a structure of people following rules. The 1900s, what was the only option? Go into manufacturing, right into the warehouse. You had to clock in, clock out, follow the rules. So the school system at that time was setting up people to become part of like a working force. The school system structured you so when you graduated, you would be structured to go into the workplace.
What are you gonna learn in school?
Exactly. They did this all back in the 1900s. So right after you graduate from high school, go straight to the workforce. But it's not the same as it is now. So I don't know why they haven't changed it yet. You feel me? It's been a century. It's literally been over a century and they still haven't changed the school system. And like the guy said in the beginning, they don't teach you anything about finances, how to pay taxes, how to get good credit. They don't teach you anything. You have to learn that yourself. And if you don't, you will struggle. You'll have bad credit. You won't be able to buy a home in the future. Won't be able to buy a car. Stuff like that. They want you to have bad credit. They want you to owe money to the government. This is why they don't teach us how to do any of that stuff. How to pay taxes, learn anything about finances. And the one thing they don't teach us in school is about our mental health. The reason why people are so depressed in school and have anxiety, especially depression, is because the workload we get in school. All the tests we have to take in high school, we might have 3-4 tests in one day. Maybe math, history, maybe a gym test. We have so many tests we have to study for and learn. School just overloads you with work that makes no sense. You will never need to learn ever again. Why do you need to learn YMX plus B? You want to become a YouTuber or you want to become an NFL player. Why are you learning YMX plus B? Why are you learning all this history about the Cold War and all this stuff? You don't need to know any of that stuff if you're about to be a pro in a sport or you want to be an entrepreneur or a YouTuber. That's why school system needs to change. Especially the workload is so heavy. They do this on purpose. So you have to do more work after school. That's why they call it homework. You have to do work at home. You feel me? Whole system is just messed up.
Sure. So how would you educate your 5 boys?
Actually, I created a little school.
Elon Musk literally created a school because he knows the school system is messed up.
It's small. It's only got 14 kids now, and it'll have 20 kids in September. It's called Ad Astra, which means to the stars. That's maybe a bit different from most other schools, is that there aren't any grades. There's no like not grade 1, grade 2, grade 3 type of thing. I'm making all the children go in the same grade at the same time, like an assembly line. You know, because some people love English or languages, some people love math, some people love music. So it makes more sense to cater the education to match their aptitudes and abilities.
Exactly, that's what school needs to start doing. And if I created the school system, this is what I would do. I would put each kid in a category. So if you love music, you love art, you're creative, oh, you're gonna be in this category. If you love writing, you love reading, you love communication, you're gonna be in this category. That's what school needs to start doing. Putting us in categories of what we actually wanna be when we grow up and what our skills are. And school should be teaching us how to build up our skills and how to better our skills. And learning about finances, learning about mental health, learning about our brain, our body, stuff like that, the anatomy of our body, stuff like that. Not just giving us classes like science, history, math, English, and me not being good at any of those categories, you feel me? School system needs to change ASAP.
Like, that's one principle. Another is that it's important to teach problem solving, or teach to the problem, not to the tools.
All right, this is the last video, and this video is over.
Proof that school education is broken.
That man
copied everything from her, and the teacher still gave me a worse grade.
Right. He got a lot of them wrong. You see?
Proof that school education is...
You feel me? All right, that's all the clips I wanted to show you guys. In the future, I'm not sending my kid in the school system. Nada. Never. Not private, not public, none of that. My kid's gonna be homeschooled and is gonna be actually learning good things, because I'm gonna be teaching my kids the right way to learn, and my girl is gonna be teaching our kids the right way to learn, you feel me? Kids are struggling nowadays in school. From mental health, the overload work from school, have to study for all these tests, how structured it is. You can't even express how you wanna dress in school. You can't wear do-rags, can't wear hoodies like this in school. Well, in my school, we couldn't. You couldn't do a lot of stuff in school because it's so structured. Anyways, man, like I said, comment down below what you guys think about school. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to know why I never took the SAT and why you shouldn't take the SAT, watch this video right here. I can go in depth and explain my story and the reason why I never took the SAT and why you shouldn't either. So watch this video right here. And if you don't know if you want to take the SAT or not, watch this video. I explain why you shouldn't. Anyways, man, I love y'all. I see y'all later. Peace out.